get it going. Okay, hey guys. Well, it's Creeper Tornadoes here, and I've already gone through this, so if it seems like it's a little forced, it is. Yeah, I'm not gonna try and be that forced, but I have gone through this, and I'm doing it again. I had some technical difficulties, and by the time I realized it, my camera thing was not recording. So I'm doing it all over again, and I decided that maybe I should, and it was really weird the last one, so, okay, let's get to it. And if you guys want me to play Slime Rancher, or just tell me in the comments down below, and I'll remember to check those, I think. Alright, and let me just check the history. I just forgot all over again. Yeah, I'm a frog. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. It looks like the zebra. More than that, she seems to be on the first. Okay. We just put her off her book. Crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. She takes another glance at me, and our eyes meet for a split second. But that only makes her hide her face deeper in her book. Sorry. I was just spacing out. Yeah. Like that scene in Rick and Morty, where it was just a real blowout. Or off of Jimmy Neutron, the one with all the aliens. Just space him! I'm coming down with a cold, and I'm just a little sorry about this. I mutter this sensing I made her uncomfortable. Oh, it's fine. Also, I'm not too terribly good at doing girl voices, so I'm just gonna talk regularly. Tell me in the comments below if you want me to do girl voices. Yeah. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so that's the book you gave me, right? Mm-hmm. I wanted to reread some of it, not for any particular reason. Just curious, how come you have 2 copies of the same book? Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday, that's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy 2 of them. I see. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go. That's good. Now remember, if they're letting on to, I don't want you to be a brainless bogan-heart. Or a frickin' pasty puffer, boy. I don't even know what the heck I've been saying. If you can tell they're letting on something, it's fairly obvious they're letting on something. You should pay more attention. Okay, let's continue. I'll definitely start reading it soon. I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story. Give me a moment, guys. I'm a little out of it today. Alright, I've seen the thing. Let's move on. Are we good on time? We're good on time. It hasn't even been 4 minutes. Oh, it has been 4 minutes. Oh. It's coming up to the 4.5 mark here. Let's see. Dun, da, 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 da. Da, da. 4 minute mark. 4.5 minute mark. Alright. It's a very engaging and relatable story. Okay. It's gonna be very nice, I guess. Is that so? What's it about, anyway? Well, Yura closes the book and scans her eyes on the back. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous-looking eye symbol on the front cover. Alright. I just want to make sure I don't accidentally give anything away. Basically, it's about this girl in high school who moves in with her long lost younger sister. And as soon as she does so, her life gets really strange. She gets targeted by these people who escape from a human experiment prison. While her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships, and her life starts to fall apart. That's kind of dark, isn't it? Yuri made it sound like it was going to be a nice story. So that dark turn came out from nowhere. Aha. Yuri gently giggles of all of a sudden. Oh no. She's evil. She kind of always seemed like the evil one to me. I don't know. I've seen snippets of this game, and I've seen a meme with her face and eyeballs. And I didn't like that meme at all. So if this game gets really weird, and you guys know this game gets really weird in the future, and you guys aren't just aren't gonna tell me. Also, tell me which girl you want me to go. I think it would be better if you did that, because it'll be fun. Okay? Don't judge me. Don't judge me. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Creepster? No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy those kinds of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri is into those things. Wait a minute. Are we gonna find out she's been cutting herself? Because I just realized something. These are perfect. And you can never really see anything right here. But I guess that's just the uniform. I'm coming down from a cold, and I thought I might as well just make a video for you guys. Anyway. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. He said that those kinds of stories... Give me a moment. Alright. Sorry. Those kinds of stories, they challenge you to look at life from a strange new perspective. Curious, son. Curious, son. Woohoo! That's like looking down a war hole. And, this one game I saw, you look down, and you haven't even been to Nam. You could be my age and look down into it. You'll get Vietnam flashbacks, and then you'll just hear an ominous, oh, woohoo! Down there. It'll scare the crap out of you. Even horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals or their own philosophy that they believe in. Then suddenly, when you thought you were related to the protagonist, they're made out to be the naive one for letting their one-sided morals interfere with the villain's plans. I'm gonna eat a Pyroline. And if you guys don't like me eating on camera, just tell me, and I'll stop. But I'm hungry, okay? I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, that's not a problem. You ramble, I ramble, they ramble. People ramble about their favorite things. I ramble about video games and stupid crap. You ramble about books and writing. I kind of forgot yet to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. That's okay. So please stop me if I start talking too much. Okay. I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all. That's true. In fact, you might as well get started reading it right. You don't have to. How? What are you saying? Just a moment ago, you said you were looking forward to it. Now let's get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I had put in my bag. Alright. If I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's. I did a bit about this earlier. I don't remember what I did. Ah, yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. Yeah, I'm sorry. Not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. I was reading with company. I see. Yeah, I don't really read books with other people. I mostly read by myself. Also, I may have said this before, but if you guys want me to play Slime Rancher on camera, just tell me in the comments down below and I will. I'll also start doing Try Not to Laugh if that's what you guys want. I ain't doing punishments yet. I'm gonna pull a Jacksepticeye and do an infamous bathroom break. I'll be back. Also, this came from Undertale, and everybody knows that it came from Undertale. When he was playing through it and there's a bathroom break, we all know it was Jack. We all know what he did. So just remember, I'm not copying. I just need to be. Bye. I'll be back. Hey, I'm back. Did you like that? It didn't take too long, did it? I hurried. Alright. Let's continue. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright. Give me a moment, I have to do something. I totally forgot to check the game files. Local files. I was told it was better to keep the game files open. So, bear with me. Alright. Open book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. Okay, whatever. I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing. It isn't. Are you getting ahead of yourself, bro? Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri's in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. So sorry, I was just... You really apologize a lot, don't you? I noticed that too, buddy. It wasn't just you. Yuri, you really apologize. I just read that. I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean... Ha 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 ha. Here, this should work, right? Just... Then I slide my desk up against Yuri's and then hold my book more between the two of them. I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. Feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right arm to hold my... I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the pages. Here. She holds this one. I'm pretty sure... alright, give me a moment. I need to learn... Is it... Tab? Is it... Backspace? Is it... This button? Is it this button? Nope, that's not that button. Is it this button? Is it this button? This button? What didn't it... That way I turn a page and you're slicing it under the thumb and... But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. So I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face and she's in the corner of my vision. Ooh. Are you ready? Huh? To turn the page. Sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. Just looking at your lovely face. I glance over at Yuri's face again. See? 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 He's looking over at Yuri's lovely face. And our eyes meet. What's up? I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. That's okay. You're not used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do. Since you've been so patient with me. Yeah. Thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. What's going on in this guy's head? My thumb gently letting go of the page and letting it flutter over to her side. Oh, does it do this? Can you see me in my... Can you see this? Yeah. Does it go? Like, sit over on the side. Yeah. Is it like that? Or is it more of a... Or is it just a... I don't know. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it with her own thumb. Alright, I'm scooting forwards. Hey Yuri, this might seem a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. You think so? How does she? Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways. But she also second guesses all the things she says and does. Like she's afraid she'll do something wrong. Not like I can see into your head or anything, but they're kind of reminiscent of some of your mannerisms. I see. Yuri remained silent for a moment. Like creeps her. That's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. That's so embarrassing that you think that. Wait, I didn't mean it in a bad way, I think. I didn't know. That's so sweet. I guess I meant it's kind of cute. Wait, I gotta go back and read that. What are you saying all of a sudden? Okay, everyone. Thanks, that was getting awkward. You arrive at the perfect time, Monica. I love you. I wish they gave you a root. Okay, everyone. I think it's about time we share today's poems with each other. Oh. Thanks. Slides desk back into position. And then getting up. Okay, let's do it. We might not have time if we wait too long. Exhales buried from finishing her thought. Is that alright, Siri? You look kind of down. Sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this. It's not. It's fine. Releases her hand from it, causing it to close on her own. Oh, that was all. like a heavy book just. Are you okay? Do you need help? Sticks it in like on a pump. Alright, I guess I'll do some more reading tonight. Or would you prefer I only read it with you? I guess I don't have much present either. In that case, I'll read a little more tonight. Be fun to read with you after it picks up a bit, you know? In that case, feel free to finish the first 2 chapters in your own time. Alright. Let's stand up and make a mental note of where I left off in the book and slip it back in my bag. Bookmarks, people. I tried that for a while. It doesn't work. It doesn't. And wait a minute, isn't this game about falling, like, and all that stuff? Why are these girls falling all over a boy in this? And there was this game I played called Camp Pinewood. I don't recommend playing it. I don't even recommend looking it up. I found it. I just clicked on it. I threw the game into the recycle bin. Never looked at it again. But everyone was falling over the one guy in camp. There was no other guys. Just him. This is one guy going around. And it's already freaking weird in the beginning. As soon as you start. Like, here's what happens. You just start, and it's like, oh, okay, questions. It asks you a boy or girl, and I'm like, oh, okay, boy. It asked which side I liked. I was like, okay, girl. And then I was like, and then it asked me something weird. And I was like, beep. Burn that crap. Burn it. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? I'm sorry, that was weird. Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. I'm pretty sure we did it about a jury. Well, now everyone's ready. Why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait! Of course, Sayori's. She's the excited one. I've heard something bad happens to her, but I just don't want to believe it. Sayori's on a wrinkle and loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica's wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply, reaching into the bag. Do the same myself. Monica. I should start with Monica. Yesterday she seemed eager to read my poem, and I wanted her to know I'm putting in effort. Hi, Creepster. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities and things we can do better, maybe you could put in a fondue fountain in the back. That would be happy. Or like a can of Purolines, just for me. That would be nice. I'm always listening. I just said some things. Monica, if you're listening to me, do those things. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'm be afraid to bring things up. Much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, wanted to share your poem with me. It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Aha. Don't worry, Creepster. We're all a little bit embarrassed today, you know. We all sort of barrier that we'll learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. Hand Monica my poem. Great job, Creepster. I was going ooh in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. It's just a bunch of random words typed in that succession. Not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. It's easier for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way it always counts when I put in some effort. You got it, dude. Don't do that in real life. But yeah, he's got it. I've done that before. That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Unlike Yuri, who likes using simple direct words to describe happiness and sadness and sadness. Let me skip high. Beep. Hell no. I'm just kidding. I have no idea why I would do that. But if something weird gets happened, I'm gonna get a button that's like, play the button. Beep. Hell no. To the no, no, no. Hell to the no. Hell no. I'm terrible at singing. I'm sorry for everybody who was listening to this with earbuds. I'm pretty sure your earbuds are broken and you're deaf now. And I didn't even go, hell no. To the no, no. Hell to the no, no. Okay. Both allowing people to get something out of it just by the feel or letting them deeply analyze all the nuances. Is this weird to you guys? I'm just going with the flow. It can take years of practice, which I'm assuming Yuri has at this point. Never really asked, though. Sure, I'm nowhere near her level yet. Just put my mouse cursor right there. Look. You can't even tell anymore. It's so hard to find it. Where'd it go? Oh, there it goes. Catch it. Catch it. Oh, it's blended in. Clever mouse cursor. Oh, I got you. No, you get back here. Oh, no. It went off the screen. Alright, well, I'm not going to put my mouse back in the cursor. What? No, I'm not going to put my mouse back in the screen. I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet. Don't worry so much about that. Could you guys give me a moment? Alright. No. I'm being dumb. No. Is it back? Okay. How's this? Can you guys see my mouse? Perfect. You do your own thing. Sorry about that. You just keep exploring and learn by trying new things. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. I almost like, why did you say low? And I was like, oh, a lot. It could take a while before feeling I'm comfortable doing this. Oh, by the way, lol does not mean lol. It means lots of love. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. It's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little biased towards their own kinds of style, but I always help find you suits the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everybody else does. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Yes, I do. Ah ha 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 ha. Ah ha ha. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. Got a good point. I see. Well, let's read it then. Let's move this up here. See, I can bring this in so you guys can see my beautiful face. Can you guys see me? Yes. I'm gonna take off my glasses. You look great. Okay, now we just look weird. What am I doing? It couldn't have been me. See, the direction the spackle protrudes. Noisy neighbor and angry boyfriend will never know I wasn't home. I'm here from time for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel blind like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retina's already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep. Stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realized I wasn't looking in. I was looking out, and he, on the other side, was looking in. Booyah. So, what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. I'm sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. That kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? I'm not sure if I know how to put it. Guess you could say that I've got some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? What's that? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strong. Suddenly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Yes, I'm terrible at this. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. You try so hard to make it perfect that you'll never make any progress. Force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. Keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll get a big dark puddle of ink. Just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Keeping it real. Who should I show my poem to next? Sayori. This is a good poem, Peepster. You sure it's your first time? Of course. It's not that good. Am I the kind of guy who would be writing poems in his spare time? Hey, I guess you're right. Well, that's why it impressed me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid that you wouldn't do it seriously. Or that you wouldn't write one at all. I would write la-di-da-di-la-di-da-di-la-di-da-di-la-di-da-di-la-di-da-di. I would be that person. So just be glad this guy actually put something down. I'm just really happy that you wrote one. Just reminds me how you're really part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet. But that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? Like I said before, Peter, deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know. Trying new things like this for other people. It's something that only really good people do. I'm gonna look awesome with my collar up. Yes, you see this? Epicness. See that collar epicness? I look great. Really good people do. Thanks, Sayori. It means a lot. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah. And I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That'll be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm gonna hold you to that then. Yay! Now you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that. The way you glow through my in the sun morning. You feel like you miss me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed. Making run the sleepy from my eyes. You asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? Look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. I want breakfast. Sayori, this is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? No. Did just a little bit. Can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. Forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little better about myself. Don't be mean. I still tried my best. Oh yeah. I didn't mean to say that was a bad poem. It came out nice. How should I put it? Sounds just like you. Really? Yeah. Especially that last line. I made eggs and toast, even though you were late to school. It's bad to skip breakfast. She's right. I get all cranky. I don't get cranky. My stomach gets hurty, and I don't like that hurty.
That's why I'm punching people. Maybe that is cranky. I don't actually punch people. Don't get me confused with that with mean people. I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. This is so much fun. Monica's the best. Yeah. But next time, I won't forget. I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I look forward to it. Nashuki. Teacher, if you're not gonna take this club seriously, then go home. But what? Harsh. What do you expect me if you put effort into this? Do you think I'm stupid? I'm not a writer. Maybe it's not very good, but yeah, I did put in effort. We all start from somewhere, right? If you're still proud about the first poem you ever wrote, then I'd like to read it. Painful to think about. Fine, but sorry. You'll get better anyway. I'll tell you what to improve, but you're better off just trying again. Fair enough. Well, to each their own, I guess. Anyway, I guess I've got to share mine now. Knowing you, you'll probably think it's stupid. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race. I'm pretty sure you can ride horses. Owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. She got humans down in a good one. She is so right. Yeah, I told you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just to be honest, I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But it isn't the point of poems for... Isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style shouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read but hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. Helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. Glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, guess not. Then to hear her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but Natsuki is feeling proud that I won't take that away from her. You should just go straight to Yuri. It's the last one on the list. I mean, my mouse went out of sync. As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten. Exceptional. What was that? Did I just say that out loud? Here, it covers your mouth. I'm such a freaking toddler at times. Yuri first covers her mouth, but then ends up covering her whole face. Just. He's gonna hate me. You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. Why would I hate her? And why did I just hear her thinking? I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for? Yuri takes a breath. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imagery and metaphor in case you've written a lot of poetry before. Really? Well, that's a huge compliment coming from you. It's actually my first time, really. Huh? Serious? Well, I know that. This has been, you change off a little fun excuse. Stretch your finger. So breaking it down more thoroughly. Yeah. Okay. There's a reason I was able to tell. So there's specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. Having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most notable thing I recognize as new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick up a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they fit the two together. The rule is both the style and the experience expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thoughts, it has her totally changed. Changes her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, it's not something you can be blamed for. There are many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It may take you some time, but it all comes with practice, learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. That seeking me a little biased though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. Not sure if you're apologizing to yourself, to me, or Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily, as if that's a rare opportunity for her. Well, I'm glad to give it to her. Which is, okay, that sounded weird. I'm glad to give her the opportunity of me reading her poem and liking it. Okay? Don't get all weird about it. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing, it must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. Sorry, I have such terrible handwriting. What? I was thinking that at all, but it took you a long time to read. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting's pretty. That's a relief. Also, I like the poem, even though it's short. It was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. Usually I write longer. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I guess. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Uh-huh. Actually, the story isn't about ghosts at all, creature. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember, the poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story. Or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolical compared to a ghost. Lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past. Soon to be left with nothing. It's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. I need to check something. Nothing new. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. That's impressive. I have 2 minutes left.
I'm sorry. I'm exiting.
It's nothing, really. Yours was impressive too, so nah. If anything, I probably learned a thing or two from you. I did learn a few things. I may have stolen her notepad from her book bag. Shh, don't tell her. You think so? It's an April Fool's joke, okay? Today's April 1st. It was an April Fool's joke. Do not take that literally. You think so? Yeah, of course. You know, I was really nervous about doing all this, but in the end I enjoyed it. I'm gonna keep doing my best for you, creature. Me too. Phew, I guess that's everyone. Glance around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It says that everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. It's a literature club after all. I sigh. Guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Eh? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing.
Yuri swiftly turns the phone to the desk with one hand. Guess you could say it's fancy. Ah, thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? Clear about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. Trying to say something nice. Eh? You have to try that card with coming up with something nice to say, thanks, but it didn't really come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. People did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and Creepster did too. So based on that, I'm gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon. Unless, of course, I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Creepster liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Now he stands up. Oh, I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. Ooh. That's not what I'm gonna finish this episode off right after this fight. He stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Creepster appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? You yelled at me! Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way in everything I do overly cutesy. Is everything okay? Well, you know what? I was the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Creepster started showing up. Ooh, that's a low blow. And Natsuki, that's a little. This doesn't involve you. Okay. I don't like fighting, guys. Shut it. Suddenly, both girls turned towards me, as if they noticed I was standing there. Uh-oh. She's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point in making all your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader, and not force them to figure it out. Helsley explained that to her, Creepster. Wait, there's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meanings the most effectively. Podium is not the only definition of it's also a waste. You understand that, right? How did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing. But whoever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. Of course that's gonna be help me, Sayori. That's a funny joke. I don't know. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Catch a tiger by the toe. If he hollers, let him go. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Natsuki glares me, drying up any words I have in my mouth. So instead I turn to Yuri. But Yuri's expression is so defenseless I can't bring myself to say anything. Sayori! Yeah, everyone's fighting is making Sayori uncomfortable. How can the two of you keep fighting when you know you're making your friend feel like this? Dude, well that's her problem. This isn't about her. I agree. That's unfair for others to inject their own feelings into our conflict. Yeah, unless Sayori wants to tell Yuri what a stuck-up jerk she's being. She would never. Pure immaturity that's made her upset in the first place. Excuse me? Are you listening to yourself? This is exactly why nobody likes... She's yelling this. Stop. Natsuki, Yuri. Oh, I found out how to do that. You guys are my friends. I just wanted everyone to get along and be happy. My friends are wonderful people, and I love them because of their differences. Natsuki's poems, they're amazing, but they give you so many feelings with just a few words. And Yuri's poems are amazing because they paint beautiful pictures in your head. Everyone's so talented, so why are we fighting? But because, well, also, Natsuki's cute and there's nothing wrong with that. Yuri's boobs are the same as they always were. I feel uncomfortable talking about boobs. I don't know. Big and beautiful. Okay. That was
Maybe I should just leave the classroom while she figures this out. Okay, now Yuri's just like, oh no. Sayori. Sayori stands triangle. Stands behind her with a bewildered expression. I'll make some tea. Yeah, rushes off. She's down with the blanket, staring at nothing. So this is why Sayori is vice president. Whispers to Monica. He nods in return. To be honest, I might come off as a good leader and I can organize, but I'm not very good with people. I couldn't even bring myself to interject. As president, that's kind of embarrassing to me. Nah. It's not like I can blame you. I wasn't able to say anything either. Well, I guess that just means Sayori is amazing in her own ways, isn't she? You could say that. She might be an airhead, but sometimes it's weirdly suspicious that she knows exactly what she's doing. I see. Take good care of her, okay? I would hate to see her get herself hurt. That makes two of us. You can count on me. Smiles slightly, causing my stomach to knot. Such a genuine person who really does make a good president regardless of what she says. If only I could get the chance to talk to her a little more. Let's take this in. Game over. Just take this image in. Just look at that. Just look at that image. That is pretty sweet, you know? If only I could get the chance to talk to her a little more. I agree. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright. Well, mostly, except for the thing about what she said about not Yuri's boots. Heaster, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It's a neat thing to talk about with everybody. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. Maybe you learn something from your friends too, so your poems will turn out even better. I think to myself, I did learn a little more about the poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can do a little better. At least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. Nod to myself with newfound determination. Creepster, ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Sayori, because it's really been I've spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm enjoying it either. Sayori, about what happened earlier. What do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki. Does that kind of stuff happen? No. It's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. They promised they're both one of people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. Just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they'd make good friends with you. Phew! You know, Creepster. It's nice that I got to get to spend time with you in the club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone likes you too. That's every day is gonna be so much fun. It's like serious, still hasn't got the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends was very nice, but does it really need to stop there? We'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori, patting me on the shoulder. Said that more to myself than her, but I do use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay, yeah, let's do this. Alright. I'm gonna leave it there. Yeah. Well, that was interesting. That was interesting. I can't really say that I enjoyed it. I didn't like that little arguing session, but it was a lot of fun. And you'll definitely see more of this in the future.